Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for our webinar. So just to get started, I wanted to do some housekeeping. If you can hear me, can you please type 1? If you can see my screen, can you please type 2? I see some 2s coming in. If you can see my screen, if you could please type 1. Thank you, Mark. If anyone has any technical difficulties, please reach out at support@rankmyagent.com, and we do have our account managers on standby to assist you. Okay, perfect. Today's webinar will be 30 minutes with a Q&A at the end. You may ask questions using the chat box, and after the webinar, we will certainly get to the chat box and try to answer all your questions that you may have. You can connect with us at RankMyAgent, and here's our hashtag. This webinar will be recorded and will be available for you to watch later as well. Hi everyone, I'm Rithi. Thank you for joining me today for our webinar on getting a head start in 2017 by using the power of online reviews. My co-host today is Anil Verma, who heads marketing at RankMyAgent. So to get started, I thought I would share a little bit more about our story and why we started RankMyAgent. I come from a real estate and tech background, having worked in emerging technologies for the last 15 years and also being licensed in Ontario as an agent for the last decade. Working as an agent, it really struck me that our industry did not have a trustworthy, unbiased online resource for consumers to find out more information about agents. Every year as agents, we must spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on marketing campaigns, be it the traditional marketing that we do or the digital marketing such as the Google ads and the more traditional such as bend signs and bus shelter ads. So I always felt that, we could be doing more as agents, and I always felt that something was missing with this whole marketing piece. If only our true ambassadors and our true advocates could really talk about us online, we would be able to take that honest word of mouth to the masses. And this was the idea behind RankMyAgent. This way, when consumers go online, they could do research and find out more about us. And this would be the honest truth that is about us based on real transactions. This was the whole premise behind RankMyAgent. It was built to be a pure real estate focused review platform where consumers would come to find reputable agents. All the reviews on the site would be verifiable based on firm transactions, and the site would be moderated. There was just too much out there about fake reviews, and RankMyAgent has really been built from the ground up to be the most credible review platform in our industry. Our vision here is to raise the bar in our industry and connect the very best agents across North America to consumers based on these unbiased, credible reviews that highlight an agent's unique service. Now I want to pass it to Anil, who will speak more about his background and our journey to date.
Oh, thanks, Rithi. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, I guess, wherever you are. I'm Anil, and I head the marketing for RankMyAgent. Just as a broad overview, we'll take the next 15-20 minutes, and we'll talk about the importance of online reviews, a bit about our journey, and definitely delve into why reviews are very important, especially in the times that we live in today. In terms of my background, it's been all marketing, firstly within the financial services sector, where I spent 15 years working with some of the big FIs and insurance companies. And over the last 5 years, it's been transitioned to more of an entrepreneur role with startups, and now specialize in digital strategy, online marketing, and traffic initiatives. and I've been with RankMyAgent over the last 2 years, basically looking at the marketing efforts, looking at strategy, partner initiatives, such as this initiative with Remax, and overall our platform growth. In terms of our journey, we opened our doors in early 2014, so we are pretty much 2.5 years into our journey so far. We spent the initial first few months, we basically had a group of 500 agents, a strong group of beta customers that were ready to test the product, refine the product, and enhance the product, just making sure that it was what the agents and customers were looking for. And we then rolled it out nationally. We struck partnerships with global brands, again, Remax, conducted a site redesign. So what you see today is in line with the flatter design, and that's prevalent in today's times. And we also launched a brokerage offering as well. So that's a bit about our journey, and Ruthie, if you can just get back into the presentation here. So yeah, so just a broad overview again, we'll talk about the importance of online reviews. Ruthie will then touch upon why this recent Google update is so important to you and to your bottom line. How you can track your online reputation, how you can start building your online reputation, and I'll finish off by talking about what you need to look at before selecting a review platform, more so in the real estate sector. So let's start off by talking about why online reviews are important. So online reviews is the core of what we do, and they are mainstream. They're embedded in our everyday psyche, from how we purchase goods or services, how we explore, and how we make decisions. So you're looking at an example here. If we were to take planning a trip as an example, we first check for the best airfares, then we proceed to checking the hotels that offer the best feedback, value. Then there are other extensions such as picking the best restaurants in your favorite cuisines, etc., and it continues from there on. And this behavior carries over if you're in the market for purchasing a car or looking to hire the services of a professional such as a lawyer, doctor, and of course, a real estate agent. Let's move on to some solid stats now. A huge 92% of consumers read online reviews before making a buying decision. And 88% of customers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, so they pretty much are on par. Now let's look at the number of reviews customers read before trusting a business. In terms of number of reviews customers read, the sweet spot is 4 to 6 reviews, and that's the button that you see highlighted there. Where at that position, you have captured 70% of the trust factor. We'll actually start showing you the power of reviews, power of even one review, with which Ruthie will get over with when she talks about the Google update. But it starts with one, and obviously by the time you have 4 to 6 reviews, you've captured 70% of the trust factor. So it's very, very important that you start capitalizing on the first review and obviously start building on it. And I'm sure you're aware that it's 6 to 7 times more expensive to acquire a new customer versus keeping a current one. So you know where your focus needs to be. And another key stat is that 81% of companies that deliver strong customer service outperform the competition. So we all know the strength of the Remax brand and how it plays out, and obviously it plays out in the sense that customers identify with it. They definitely view Remax as a credible brand, and that lends to obviously increased sales, increased listing for agents like yourself. Now I'll pass it on to Ruthie, who will talk about the recent Google updates.
Thank you so much, Anil. Those were some great stats to share about why we all need to think about our online repetition. So now let's get into some Google recent updates and how these impact you. This fall, Google had a significant update called Reviews from the Web. When searching on Google, you often see a small box pop up on the right-hand side. I'm actually going to head over to my browser to show you this. So the small box here is called a knowledge box, and Reviews from the Web is this area here. Just this fall, Google basically decided to take the top three websites in any vertical. And it's really interesting to note that Rank My Agent is coming up here as it has a high volume of reviews and trust. So based on that, what we're seeing is that the Google is starting to pick up online reviews, and this is actually very critical for you. So that if you have not thought about online reviews as a part of your Google strategy, as a part of being found on search, you need to start thinking about that and bringing it out to your radar. I also actually wanted to show you how when you do start collecting reviews, you will see rich snippets like this appear. This certainly places a lot of trust. I know a lot of restaurants, when we do searches, when we see these stars, we certainly do want to, click and go on to the next button. So certainly review platforms such as ours are, showing these rich snippets. So this is another reason why you need to, start gathering reviews for yourself. Get back into our deck. So we've touched on the stats and then about the Google recent updates. So how do you start building your online repetition? Building your online repetition, having it match that offline repetition certainly is very critical for our businesses today. It's not surprising that the foundation of great feedback is that awesome customer experience. In real estate, as you all probably know, this translates to helping buyers find the right home. And for homeowners, it means to sell that house quickly for the most amount of money. And when a consumer contacts an agent, their mindset is always, please just solve the problem for me and let me get back to what I was doing before. So that, in essence, is the customer service experience. How can you make this painless for your client, and how you can, perform so that all their needs are met? The next item to building this awesome online repetition is to develop that review collection system. I will get into that shortly in my next slide. And of course, then there is leveraging your database of raving fans. I always encourage client agents to basically take their database and go down that list and check who is my greatest fan here. Who would really, bend over backwards to, share what I have done. And I would start with those people as my starting point and start requesting reviews from those people. The next thing you need to think about is how to amplify your positive reviews. Review platforms that are specifically built for real estate have a lot of different ways in which you can amplify these onto your own website, onto social media. I will be showing you those as well. And then, of course, there's always that engaging your client by listening and responding, listening to their needs and responding on a timely basis to their reviews that come in. Really do show to the public that you care about your business and you are a professional. So we've always found that in order to consistently get reviews from your clients, you need to create a system and build that process into your normal business routine. You probably already have a protocol for following up with clients, touching base with them, and double checking that transactions are going smoothly. So why not just add a mix for the reviews into this whole strategy? The very first step is to communicate the significance of the review. So before you sign a new listing, it's a good practice to lay out the expectations and to let your clients know that you want to give them the awesome experience. You should let them know what they can expect from you. And if they ever feel that you're not giving them that 5-star experience, they need to communicate to you. So this way, you're already gearing yourself up for that awesome review. When you do that weekly check-in, you should also check with your clients if there's anything that is not going as they expected, if there's anything that you can improve on. This will really just keep that communication channel open. The most opportune time to ask for a review is immediately on firming of a transaction, as everything is just, they're excited about the transaction. They know all the work that has been put in to get them to that point. So that's the most opportune time for you to start requesting. You should use the branded emails from unbiased real estate focused platforms. I will actually show you some examples of this shortly as well. You should also integrate reviews in all aspects of your business branding. So, be it your email signatures, be it your website, you need to let everyone know that you value that feedback. And yes, you do have a lot of consumers that have said great things about you. Of course, then you have to build on these reviews and certainly get more and more reviews. As I think of this as your online resume that you have for life. So once you put in that work and create that system, you have something that you can certainly use as your authentic source. So I wanted to show you the survey we have here on RankMyAgent. As you can see, the survey is based on criteria that consumers consider important to know about their transaction, such as neighborhood knowledge, experience, professionalism, negotiation skills, property knowledge, communication skills, contact expectations. A client going into the Rank My Agent survey can simply select between 0 to 5 on this slider here and make a choice on how your service was. There's also a component where they would go ahead and write that review. We also do ask the client when the transaction happened, what role they played, and the property address. The property address is never shared live on our platform. It's just used to send the agent the information, which they will get before anything goes live on our site, as it is a moderated site, and then they can let us know if they approve the transaction, approve the review or not. So also wanted to quickly show you how a confirmation is received. So that you've got that review, and then you get an email from us, and this is how this email would look like with all this data, and you can simply hit approve or not approve on this to let us know. Now, this is what a first request looks like on a platform such as ours. So you simply have to put in the email address of your clients, and you can add more than one email address, and then a branded email goes out. So certainly, I think this creates a lot of professionalism, and review platforms also have a way to track what is sent out. So here are some analytics that are available on a platform such as ours, where you can see if the message actually was delivered, if it was viewed, and if a survey was started. I really believe this is very handy information, so that when you do your follow-ups with clients that haven't sent you the reviews back, you know what stage they're at. So let me actually just, before I get into the brokerage piece, show you what a virtual office looks like on a platform such as Rank My Agent. This is just quickly some of the things that I had just shown you. One of the key components, of course, is the widgets. Now, our widgets basically allow you to amplify your reviews from Rank My Agent onto your own website. So here's an example of that. So this is agent website, and all the reviews are syndicated automatically. It's a one-time integration that is done on your end, and then it's pretty seamless after that. You can also look at brokerage websites. So we have a lot of brokerage clients that have been using our widgets. So as you can see, agents are highlighted within the brokerage. And this is just awesome information when a consumer comes onto the site and wants to find out more about an agent. Now with these widgets, they are actually showing any reviews that are 4+, and certainly is a great marketing piece. We also allow reviews to be syndicated from Facebook onto the Facebook pages. So this is an example of a news feed. So this is also an automatic integration, and it happens via Twitter. So from Twitter, it goes onto the Facebook news feed. So that would be, the browser information that I wanted to show you. As Anil mentioned, we do have a brokerage portal as well for brokerages to manage their agents and their online repetitions. So here's just a screenshot of that. if anyone is interested in that, please feel free to reach out. Yeah, this is summarizing that single review, that one single review, and how powerful it is and how it gets syndicated onto the various sites. So now you're probably wondering that, there's so many review platforms out there. How do I really track my online repetition and know what's going on? Because, you really need to be on top of this as a professional. Now, I'm going to actually take you to Google and then show you. If you head over to google.ca or google.com/alerts, you can create an alert for yourself. And this is the best way for you to actually really know what's happening. I would start with just putting your first name and put your name and then create that alert. And that way, you would know each time anything has been said about you. And I certainly encourage you to respond to reviews and take ownership of them as, this is a way that you can manage that whole online repetition piece. And it certainly is nothing to be fearful of. You just need to, have a platform that shows your authentic self, and then make sure that you are, keeping in touch with what's happening. So now I want to pass it back to Anil to talk more about what to look for when you're selecting your online review platform for real estate.
Great, thanks, Riddhi. So yeah, we've gone through a lot of the factors that are important for online reviews, and we've talked about the Google update and some of the key features that are available on RankMyAgent as well. So we wanted to present to you a broad overview of what you should be looking for from an online review platform. So the first thing is that you need to make sure that it's independent. By that we mean that it should not be biased towards either party, and it should present a unified position. The second feature is that it should be able to provide insights to you. And with insights, we mean that it should be able to go into various analytics into what's working and what's not working. You should also have the ability to geofarm. Geofarming allows the ability for agents, or I should say homeowners, to view agents in different geographic areas. The fourth factor is the fact that it should be moderated. It should be based on a firm closed transaction, unlike being able to post on a review site even if there is no transactions or merely a few interactions that have taken place. The fifth piece is that you should be able to respond back to reviews. You should show that you're invested in those reviews and that you're engaging with the audience that is writing those reviews for you. It's also great that if that review platform has a brokerage portal. With RankMyAgent, one of the first things that we developed after the initial site was launched was a brokerage portal, as I've mentioned before. It allows the entire team to be on that portal itself, and allows one central admin function to manage all the reviews that are coming in on all the agents that are on the platform. We do also offer an early resolution advantage period. We do realize that there's a lot of time that a client would not be happy with the level of service for whatever reasons, which are probably out of the control of an agent or a brokerage. So what we have is that we've built a cooling off period where both brokers and agents and homeowners can reach an amiable solution before that review is actually going to be posted live. Wide-scale distribution, we touched upon that in fair detail, how you can take the power of one review, how you can take one review and have it posted onto the social media platforms, as well as your corporate and personal websites as well. And there's a clear distinction between what's a review and what's a testimonial. So you need to make sure that whatever platform that you're using, that it's actually review-based versus testimonial-based. I think that pretty much covers our presentation for today. As a free bonus to all of you for attending this webinar, we'll be sending you links to download the online review cheat sheet. It's a great little guide where you could just basically copy and paste emails that you need to send to your clients to kickstart the process. So very simple. Just copy and paste, send it to your clients, and they can either use RankMyAgent, which we hope they do. If not, if you're using another platform, you can definitely use that as well. And we have roughly 5 minutes, so we're pretty much on time. And I'll actually just summarize here as well. To provide brevity in our discussion today, we talked about how important reviews are for today's customers. We went through the Google updates, how you can, when you're searching for an agent, how Google is pulling in reviews from review platforms and is showcasing that to you, which is, we believe, is the first step for a client, for a customer to ascertain if they want to work with you or not. So you can see how important that has come into client evaluation or agent evaluation purposes. We talked about the importance to develop a review collection system and strategy for online reviews, and the fact that how you can amplify your positive reviews and use the power reviews to grow your business through the distribution of reviews, as well as to scaling your reviews starting from a single review. So at this time, again, we have 4 or 5 minutes left, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have.
I also do want to mention to anyone joining us from RE/MAX Integra side, we do have a tech implementation with RE/MAX Launchpad. So RankMyAgent is available via the Launchpad. You just have to go head over to launchpad.remax.ca. There is a 1-month trial there that agents can avail using the coupon code RE/MAX 2015. RE/MAX 15, actually. So I'm going to actually just check in if anyone has any questions. If you do have any, please feel free to type into the chat box, and certainly we will go ahead and answer. Okay, well, I think that we don't have any questions right now. What I could do actually is to end this webinar, maybe show you some feedback from members and let you know more about the brokerage offering that we have. So I'm going to actually just share with you a link here. This link basically shows you more about the features of our platform here and what we can offer. Yes, certainly you can watch this again. It will be recorded, and the recording is will be sent to you later on today. So basically, with RankMyAgent, it allows you to build your business by proactively collecting reviews. You can build that online profile using the platform. It allows you to wide-scale distribute the positive reviews. And we do have a link here of some videos of agents using the platform, so I can play this for you.
About my experience with RankMyAgent.com. I've tried many different things, lots of pay-per-click ads, online home evaluation tools. I've done many different things, and I can tell you that bang for the buck, nothing, and I mean nothing, has even come close to RankMyAgent. If you go on RankMyAgent.com, you can take a look at my profile there. There's really nothing special about it. Currently, I've got an old photo on there that's probably from about 6 years ago. But the thing that makes the real difference is the quality of reviews that your clients are able to leave, so that the average person can just go on the website, find you on Google, find you on any search engine, and read the reviews from your clients. For me, it has been one of the most powerful things I've done in my business, bar none. And I'm finding now that I'm able to integrate the reviews from that website along with able to integrate those reviews with my Facebook, with my website. I'm now going to start adding it into my email signature as well. And so all of those things go together. And the best part about it is this: it doesn't matter how much I say about my business or how good I am. When a client goes on there, or a prospective client goes on there, a lead goes on there, onto the website and reads about you and your experience, about clients' experience with you, they know it's third party. They know this stuff is real. I even have some clients that have gone on there and put their phone numbers on there so that people can call them. And that's really, it's just the best tool out there for reviews, in my opinion. I really don't think you should invest yourself in any other tool. RankMyAgent.com is absolutely amazing.
Hi, I'm Marg Shabanini, and I'm a broker with RE/MAX Four Seasons Realty here in beautiful Collingwood, Ontario. I was one of the early adopters, I guess, on RankMyAgent, and the service has been absolutely phenomenal. I use them in my monthly newsletters. I do a monthly email newsletter with a link to RankMyAgent, and I usually include a quote in that every month. I also include a link to RankMyAgent in my emails that go out, and certainly use it in my listing presentations. And I think that really what it does is it reinforces for people the decision that they might make as to whether they wish to use my services or not.
Hi, my name's Barry Lebo. I'm a Toronto realtor in RE/MAX Ultimate. I'm a broker, and this is my 49th year in real estate. What I like about RankMyAgent, I really like about it is somebody can't just walk into an open house and because I'm busy or something, I slight them for any reason, and they write some nasty comments like they can on, say, Yelp. They are vetted in RankMyAgent. Therefore, the negatives don't appear. I don't like other sites because people can post anything. And I'm a very strong believer in RankMyAgent. I use it. This year alone, I had 2 listings that I attribute completely to RankMyAgent. I would not have got them if the person hadn't gone online, people hadn't gone online, found my testimonials, and each of them phoned me and said, I really like what I read about you. In one, I was on the preferred list for a relocation company. They were checking out the different agents. They found the testimonials. I got the listing. And that listing, by the way, also sent out a referral to when they moved out of town. So it was very valuable to me.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Botsafaris with RE/MAX Real Estate Center in Burlington. I'm very happy with it. It is a great tool for me to reconnect with my clients after the transaction is closed and ask for them to rate my services. I have been using RankMyAgent for about 18 months. It's a wonderful way for me to track what I'm doing right and if there are any areas that I need to tweak and improve on. And it's also brought me some business. So I think it's a wonderful thing to use. I highly recommend it.
The quality of the service of the team is phenomenal. I can email them, and oftentimes I'll get a reply within, sometimes as little as a few minutes. The other big thing I've noticed is that anytime I have a suggestion on how to make the platform better, they are all ears. They want to hear about it. So they really care. They care about their business. They care about you as a client. I highly recommend RankMyAgent.com.
So I think we're just running a little bit over time. So once again, thank you so much for joining us for our webinar. If you do have any questions, if you need to reach out to us, we would be thrilled to hear from you. So feel free to drop us a note here at bt@rankmyagent.com, or if you have a support question at support@rankmyagent.com. We look forward to working with you guys. And thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, everyone.